you don't see this every day. I mean, I think it's a testament to how strong this floor is. There's a W there, and there's a W here, and there's a big honking W here out of the whole damn thing. I mean, geez, and you also have a really nice Wyckoff check of that W pattern as well. I mean, if I was going to write a course on how to, identify markets that are changing in trend, well, folks, there you go in glorious Technicolor. SFUND crypto. Looks like it's like a DeFi kind of name. So caveat emptor there. Not listed on Binance. That's a bit surprising. Maybe it should be listed on Binance down the road. Weekly price chart. So we always start at sort of the most basic look. It's at the bottom end of the range. If Willie is stupidly oversold, if you wanted to just come in here and accumulate, nanny nibbles, little old ladies, that kind of stuff, I don't have a problem with that. $16, $17, $18 was the peak. So from 74 cents, 10x is $7. Maybe you get a 20x on a test of the old eyes. Then the question ultimately is, what do these guys do? Have they reinvented the wheel? Is everybody going to be just insanely bullish of this thing? And does it go to new highs? The good part about it is that's a V top. So V top should be tested at some point down the road. I'd also say too, if you're going to try and time your purchases, lower highs and lower lows defines a bear, so I don't really see any bullishness here. Short term, looks like there was a nice double bottom that came in here on rising volume. That's encouraging, but look how the volume's trailing off here, so something's a little suspicious. If we get another volume spike and it's lower than these highs, then that'll be 1, 2, 3, and then we probably should look for the bulls to fall asleep. Would I just blindly recommend retail clients to step up and just pay that 75? Probably not. Brian, he probably wants you to throw in a bid down around this 76, which is 58 cents. Well, that's quite a bit of difference between 74 and 58. So I think I'd probably just be patient, throw in your stink bid, and see if you can get filled on some sort of pullback. It does look also too like down in this area. Oh no, actually, well, it's pretty clean. All right, so that's not so bad. Little bit of a gap right there. So if you're looking for levels to throw in stink bids, that's not a bad level there. That is 61. So, and most of the altcoin market looks pretty much like this. So we probably are at near some sort of bottom. I just don't know whether I would feel comfortable chasing that. I would rather you just throw in a stink bid and just be patient. Maybe into the end of the year, you get your fill there. That's what I would be thinking on that one. So I will draw a box right here, and I will post that in the room in response to that inquiry. Notice that that's probably your primary trend line way down there. And this one probably could actually, that probably is there. But anyway, we'll just go off of something like that. So there would definitely be some sort of support down into these lows. And then if that's lost, we got to go right back down against the bottom. ILV, this is on at least Binance. Well, same thing. Like I said, you're probably going to see the same message repeatedly here. You've heard me barking about Eddie and Zug and Chris and all that kind of fun stuff, wanting to buy these alts, but at the same time too, I do not want to chase. And in fact, actually, it looks like this one also has a gap right at that level. So clearly it's almost like the market is like saying, we left these gaps on the charts for a reason, folks. So you can see there is the gap. So if you're interested in this one, $42. Ouch. That's very expensive for crypto, mind you. Holy moly, this thing was almost $2,000. Fuck me. Just even a test of these eyes, that's 100. So if you can work a stink bid down here around this 40 area, 80, which is basically back up into these wicks and reload short zones and the whole thing, that should give you your double. I don't know whether I feel comfortable stepping up and paying these high prices though. So same sort of logic. Hopefully you're seeing a bit of a theme. I would say basically that's exactly the same image. It's almost identical. technical. And MATIC, of course, I think I own a Whack-A-Matic, and I think also a Whack-A-Matic. I think that's a new household appliance, a Whack-A-Matic. I hate to say it's the same story. And the interesting thing about this is this W is so damn well defined. Again, this is me sitting with that guy on over the weekend going, oh fuck, I'm gonna miss this whole goddamn bull market because I wasn't able to step up and pull the trigger on the W's. Now we're up here. I mean, the interesting thing about this one is this is like, you don't see this every day. I mean, I think it's a testament to how strong this floor is. There's a W there, and there's a W here, and there's a big honking W here out of the whole damn thing. I mean, geez, and you also have a really nice Wyckoff check of that W pattern as well. I mean, if I was going to write a course on how to, identify markets that are changing in trend, well, folks, there you go. In glorious Technicolor. Let's maybe just do it like that so you can see it. I mean, W's and bigger W's make up. That's a pretty damn good looking floor there. Same sort of thing though. I don't think I'm allowed to chase up here. I would think it would be smart to work a stink bid down somewhere down in here. And of course, what do you think the odds are that that's like, Brian's favorite fib and all that kind of talk. So there, in fact, actually, this would be a better chart to share. So there is your reload zone. So same sort of thing. Pretty clean price action. Don't really see any noticeable gaps here. This one might be one here. Let's see. Yep, there's a little bit of a gap. So you can see, boobity boo. So there's a level you could probably work a stink bid at. Be interesting too to pull up the order book and see if there's any notches on the order book to help you identify levels. Might even be a gap in here. Let's see what that says. Close 53.56, opened up 53.57. Yeah, that's pretty close. So I do like the idea if you can to throw your bids in down here around this sort of 55 area. And I like that because if I'm not mistaken, the old highs there were $3. Was that the highest this thing ever got? It's an interesting level. I mean, you can see this could be like an Adam and then an Eve here, maybe, or maybe an Adam and an Eve. It is an interesting level. Having said that, if this thing pukes out and it loses these lows, if we change this to a log chart, this is where things get a little scary. So you can see if we do lose these lows, what I would probably say if you want to sort of manage this position versus like little old lady, maybe you put a little bit bigger chunk of your stake involved here. If we get a bearish market structure below this trend line, I think I would be inclined just to walk away. If you got bigger money at work, you're just nanny nibbling, little old lady. That's not that big of a deal. Right now, I think what's happening here is this is making a triangle. So there is your trading range. Don't be surprised. And this is what I'm worried about with crypto because everybody and their brother is just getting insanely bullish right now. Could we come down here and maybe explore down here a little bit? Sure. I don't see any reason why that can't happen. Candle body lows for trade location. Let's go and just screw over the kids, bring it right back down against this trend line. And that sets up a really killer trade location in there.